survived that one. Shug got smashed in the air by the rocket launcher and just ended up on the other side exactly where we wanted to. Quad, where's Quad? It's not been picked up for. There it is, Dibby takes it. That's a way to end out a map, eh? Play it safe. Delaying the quad, of course, Battlesuit's gonna... Well, Battlesuit doesn't even need to finish and the quad's eliminated. Dibby's still got a nice stack of armour, almost 100. And then just hunt for those last minute frags. Try and build up that lead a little bit further, 25. We're going on to a third map. I mean, what are we expecting to see, Vor?
I'm not sure. I mean, we haven't seen, or like, we haven't streamed play much. I'm not sure what maps they favour, but you know, you're thinking for dfkrw, they'd be looking at perhaps a Dreadful Place being a good pick for them, or maybe even Deep Inside. I'm not sure about what play would favour.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Puri when he was playing with Zentorium, they liked Dreadful Place back then when he was playing with them, so it might be his selection as well. I have to wait and see for this third map. So while we are waiting, please remember, now we're broadcasting on Twitch. Click that follow button if you're logged in. Well, log in first. If you're not logged in,
make an account and log in and do it.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Then you get alerted, obviously, when streams go live and that.
Exactly. It emails you to tell us when we go live.
Isn't it kind? What a good system
that is.
What
a good news that is to receive via email.
It's like Christmas come early. And if you don't want to do that, or you want even more ways of knowing how we're live, then our Twitter, follow us on Twitter at LevelUpTV. Facebook, like us on there, please, /LevelUpTV, and YouTube for all the VODs. Subscribe to us, /LevelUpTV. And they're just working out who has the higher difference. They're not quite sure either team. They're going to have to go and check. So we've got a little bit of time. Put some great music on Eivor again. Some pumping tunes, yeah? I know that's your favourite. Probably go back into the game for a little bit as well. Well, what's this? If only there were any good Quake Live events happening. Well, there are a lot of online cups happening. As I said already, this Activity Matters series of TDM Cups. The next couple of Tuesdays, remember to return, and we'll be streaming them. And then I think the final is on that Sunday of a couple of weeks' time, so that should be really interesting as well. It's in the ESL. We do have the Clan-Based Nations Cup Grand Final and third place match to cover as well. They're coming up, and the G Sports CTF Nations Cup. I think Thursday we've UK versus Finland. Is that going to happen, maybe? So maybe I will do that one.
UK, Finland, what?
I think it might be Finland, or maybe it's
in what?
Poland. CTF, G Sports.
Oh.
So there's plenty of team events going on. Of course, Zotax every Sunday. Quake Live. Cover that. 1 versus 1, all the best players online. Hidden Fortress going to be the third map war. Do you know what? It's ironic. I'd forgotten that map existed.
Well, I obviously knew it was in the fucking pool, but
well, yeah.
I didn't think either team would be interested in playing it. Although, you know, was it Play who ended up picking this? Because I think they would have an advantage on this map.
I don't know, actually. I didn't really keep in check.
I was doing something at the same time.
So, yeah, UK Poland is the
I was looking at the football, actually.
So I guess
come to think of it,
we'll cover that one. So just better start this sort of VOD bit. Yeah, welcome to Level Up TV with Disrepute and Vor for the ESL Activity Matters Cup Series. This is the second cup in that series. And again, it's on Level Up TV. This is going to be the third map in the series of dfkrw versus Play.
Prepare your team.
The second map we've got a VOD of. Let's look at the teams quickly. Yoko, Detour, Krissa and Dibby. Puri, Chug, Senti and Mobius. This is Hidden Fortress. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, straight away, this is an awesome map.
Always worth highlighting.
Exactly. This is the best Quake Live map. By far.
Well, the previous map's a pretty close second as well. Here we go. Puri did get that lightning gun spawn and he got the first yellow. The second yellow is going to be up in 5 seconds. You see this up the yellow on our time and score card thing on the side there. Going to get the shaft as well. Quad could be up any moment. Looks like Puri's going to wait and get the mega first. That's a bit of a risk, so he's stacked, but he's missed out on the power up. And Yoko, pretty much unchallenged on that pickup of quad. He's not too worried at all. There's Puri. Is he going to just back off with his stack? Oh, it's not Puri, is it?
No.
Shug, in fact. Don't know where Puri's going.
There's Puri.
There he is. Oh my god, he actually counters. Well,
Senti took him out there.
Senti, yeah.
Big opportunity missed by Yoko there. Could have taken out the stack Puri, could have put his team in a good position, taking out those people around the red, but no such luck.
Of course, they didn't have any lightning guns to start off with, which would be the weapon of choice on the power-ups. Looks like dfkrw have moved in on that LG yellow armor area already, although no, play have taken it back in the hands of Puri. In fact, let's cycle round. Well, Mobius is really stacked. 150 armor somehow. Must have got red and then back yellow. The route he's taken. Shotgun and rocket launcher in hand. Full health. Just going to go straight back the way of the red.
This is a nice position to be in with these weapons he has.
Looks really controlled and he's not under any pressure at all. Mobius, 200 armor. That's not something you see often on this map in that position.
And he's going to be back for the next mega. Oh, I don't know, does he really need to take that fight?
That's great dodging though. I'll tell you what, he drew that in really well, but Dibby.
I have to say though, he should have just gone straight for the mega rather than go up that staircase. You know, he could have continued his cycle. He was running some important items.
Yeah, now misses out on that mega, of course. dfkrw now have a time on that. 25 seconds before this power up. 20 now is probably the time to start having people there. And in fact, they do have 3 people there. dfkrw trying to lock down this back telly.
Great
did a good job. Oh, look at that though, the rocket spam. Detto getting a great spawn right by it. And it looks like dfkrw going to come out on top again unless there's some kind of last minute rush, which is possible on this map. Of course, Puri coming in, get 2 frags straight away. Didn't manage to do any real damage to the quad. Detto picking up the dropped rail. Now the 50 in the back room. The mega health route. This could be a dangerous route above the staircase. Looks like he's got a teammate there though.
Teammate, yeah.
So you sort of ask yourself why you'd take that route at all then. Oh my god, look at those rockets! Shug does go down to that rocket. Oh my god, great rail by Detto as Puri diving around the corner there. And quad runs out.
Yeah, I mean, it was an alright quad run in the end, but I'm surprised he didn't go for more of a aggressive route. I mean, he had a teammate in lightning gun yellow, as you said, and you know, that's not where you're going to find the frags in that case, is it?
It seemed a really weird route to take. Like, Mega wasn't up and he didn't seem to think it would be either. Yellow was secure, or they had a player in there, and sort of ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, because I mean, if his team didn't have yellow, then his route was understandable, although still very risky going in from the low route. But
well, if he then
been looking for frags elsewhere.
If he then really rushed out into the red zone, then maybe it would have made sense. But he just looked like he didn't really know what he was doing. So going down there, does hit a direct rocket on Senti before he was eliminated though. Looks like play might have got in on the yellow here. In fact, they have. Shaft in the hands of Shug. And there's that yellow up as well. He's just going to leave it up though for a teammate to take it. Probably, well, not Puri, in fact. Cycle round who did take that. Oh, it was Puri. Okay, somehow I misread that. Puri coming down for this mega. What a great rocket! Look at this defense. That is beautiful play. Oh my god, that was brilliant play by Puri. It looks so clean and precise rocket. Here we go. Last upper yellow before the quad. He's not going to make it to the quad though at this rate. They're going to have to hold it off for him, but they're nowhere to be seen in fact play. Yoko picking it. Gets a frag straight away on Senti. Drop shotgun.
There we go, shotgun.
Now his objective on this is what for?
Well, it's going to be looking to get into that upper yellow, but he doesn't have the health to do it easily, although only one challenger.
Needs a teammate to really hit a shot on that Shaft player at least. No, it looks like the Shaft player probably just backed off.
Yeah, which is, you know, the advisable thing to do. Maintain your weapon. You can come back and use that Shaft to potentially win the room back, but if you just go down to quad, then different story.
Cycle around a little bit, find somebody maybe who's got a bit of armor to work with. Krista not got too much. Dibby, in fact, none of dfkrw have got anything. Puri has got a rail. Not too much health. They seem to be sat in that room to play. And switched around to Senti. Nice plasma as we just switched to him there. Really great plasma. Caught out in the air by that rocket launcher. Let's switch to the last player though. No, nobody really having any armor on the map. Which I guess for an aggressive map like this is pretty commonplace. It's not like that deep inside we saw earlier with 4 players with 100 armor.
Well, exactly. Although, same amount of armor on this map, it's just being played at a much higher tempo as always. So harder to maintain your armor stacks.
See Puri with his rail, he's again only hitting 27%. It's just not the kind of stats we expect from Puri. And you can imagine how much of a difference it would make if he was really hitting the kind of shots that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, they're already doing quite well play, but if Puri was to step his game up right now, they could surge into a huge lead. They got a chance to get in this quad.
Wow, that's...
Although all attacking from the same direction, not always advisable.
Might just be alright though. Puri's got a nice stack still. Oh my god, what the hell? Shug with the rocket launcher almost took out Puri. Quad is eliminated instantly upon pickup. Wow, look at that plasma from Chris. That's so perfect.
That land plasma.
Yeah. That's the one thing to say about land, is the biggest gun. You notice the difference is with that plasma gun. It becomes dominant. In fact, we saw it in the CTF land. Draven just almost solely defending flag room on troubled waters with the plasma gun, rather than say a rocket launcher. Something you probably would never try online.
Unless you're Q50.
Yeah, obviously. Best plasma player in the world, right?
Could be.
Great railing by Krista. Good dodge. Puri does counter though. Gets the frag on Krista. Down for that mega. I mean, Vor, looking at the play so far, what are the areas they really should be working on? What's going to decide this map?
Excellent.
Well, I mean, megas are even with both teams, but play, they've got an advantage on that red armor so far. But, you know, it's not really translated into any positives from there, so that suggests that they're not getting clean pickups of it. So you'd have to suggest to play that they look to try and get more control of this lightning gun yellow room, as that's more of a guaranteed safe pickup.
Teams are tied.
I've got to say as well, the power-up difference is pretty stark at the moment. 1 minute 16 time, 3 to 1 on the pickups. They got 0 seconds on the quad pickups. They did just grab the last one, but play have had nothing on those quads.
Yeah, it's where they really need to improve, obviously, because such a power-up dependent map in most cases, you know, you can't afford to be way behind on power-ups.
Here we go, next power-up up in 10 seconds odd. Yoka going through this back telly towards the quad. Does have
it
a
looks
shot.
like it's going to be dfkrw on this quad again, although some late kills from...
Could be a weak quad pickup. Play it all over the shop in terms of these power-up setups. What's happened to
Yeah, it's
Detour?
really not good so far. Oh, really nice LG.
Perfect stream to get the frag there, wasn't it? He's run out of ammo as well, so low ammo. Look at that plasma. Easy kill there. He's got 3 frags on this run. The yellow and LG are up. Got to be careful he doesn't get caught out by something.
He's going to be
rail.
back for this next red as well. No, he's going to go looking for the frags and maybe end up with red.
He doesn't need the red.
Well, it's better to take it than not take it. Nice finish to the run.
But he could have just done with that one more frag, although he's caught out. Player trying to get through the teleporter
just couldn't get through the teleporter. Essentially, it was like he was just above it. Brilliant quad run by Detour.
And on Mobus' point of view with the railgun, of course, rail unique feature on this map, the fact that it doesn't have any rail ammo crates. So you always have to return to the railgun, and it's right next to the red armor, which just means there's a lot of action around that area. 2 of the absolute major items next to each other, a few feet away in a very open area. Lots of spawns around. Moba's still working this upper area by the quad with the railgun. It's a good area to work. In fact, there's the red armor, and Play going to grab that one off as well. 9 frag is the difference at the halfway stage.
Yeah, and the difference is all in that quad damage. I mean, if Play can just fix their power-up play, then this will be a totally different game in no time at all. I mean, you'd have to say Play are really dominating the action at the red armor, but it's all being undone when it comes time for power-ups.
Red armor picked up by Shug. We've got.
I mean, yet again, there's another red armor pickup for them.
This could be really good this time for the power-up. He does move in at the right time, although he's lost all his armor so quickly. Oh, look at that rocket jump up by Detour. It's not going to work out though. Surely Play are going to get this power-up. Surely they are. Oh, Puri does get it, and look at the armor stack, and we know that Red is up in a second. Maybe should wait around.
No, he's not going to need it, is he?
Doesn't need it. He knows Mega's up.
Wow,
He's
look at
missed
the
out.
damage he's taken.
Oh my god, great counter on the quad, although you have to say it's a bit fortuitous.
It was to some extent, but
Great LG
yet
though.
again, another missed opportunity for Play when it comes to power-ups.
Well, he took that route. He was obviously trying to get the mega health.
I mean, I will say, I really don't like that route. I mean, if you're looking for frags, it's not a good route. And if you're looking to try and get in on the yellow, it's, again, not a good route. As you say, it was only the mega he could have possibly been looking for, but did he really need it? Might have been better to take a different route and just look for frags only.
Puri grabs that one.
High teams.
Tied game. Play have managed to bring it back, and that's just by getting, you know, one quad. I mean, didn't do a massive amount, as much as he could have done with it, but actually the setup gave him quite a lot of frags. Just by actually going to quad and trying to get
just
a quad.
not allowing dfkrw to take it.
Very true, yeah.
I mean, that's been the primary source of their lead is the quad, and you've seen that the moment they don't get one, the lead closes in completely.
That was the kind of rail we expect to see from Puri. I'm going to cycle away from him though, because he is just in this yellow room, although he might be ambushed here. No, he's not going to be.
Misses out on that mega though, you've noticed.
Yeah. Switch round to Shug, who come up against Detour, who was the guy who picked up the mega, though he's lost pretty much all of that now. Players around in this main area by the red armor. 15 seconds to go before quad. We expect to see players start moving there now. Switch down to Chrissa. He has a railgun, although he's got no ammo actually, so he hasn't really got anything to work with. Shug is in position with the shotgun. Blocks off Dibby coming through after Chrissa as well. They're going to get this quad.
They should get this.
Hasn't got an armor stack, but he's got a shotgun. Pretty useful weapon. Does just escape by dropping down. Red's not up. Yet she dropped around the corner really nicely.
Not killing one hit.
Oh my god, great rail by Dibby.
The angle must have been so tight for him to hit that. Brilliant shot.
And that was important as well, I mean.
Yeah, just put a halt to their momentum because, you know, they've got the last two quads now, and even though they haven't done much, it's starting to, you know, just build their momentum slightly, and it's making things harder for dfkrw, of course, because they've been used to getting the quads on this map, and that's where most of their lead has come from. Now it's made the game so much tighter now that they're not getting the power-ups.
Come on, Yoko, great bit of plasma. He takes this red armor as well. He's hitting some insane stats. 62 rail there. Actually, 19 plasma is pretty handy as well. Whoa, my god, almost just ran on the telly on the exit. Getting fragged himself. Not too much health now. Probably should have switched away and not given away the weapon, considering his health load, but did a lot of damage on the shot.
Though, and as you know, we know on this map there isn't an abundance of health available. And
oh, look at
it's
that.
only a shotgun, as they say this. It's only a shotgun.
dfkrw all over that red there. They're definitely going to make sure they got that one. And that's something you have to do. If you don't control the yellow LG room, you have to get those reds.
Yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket and do a suicidal attack into the LG yellow, because if that fails, then the other team, they're just going to mop up the rest of the items that you should have been taking.
25 seconds until the next quad. There's only 3 quads left on this map now, but they can result in such high frag counts and then control the map and the spawn kills, etc, etc by the rest of your team. You can get massive frag turnarounds on this map in a very quick period of time. We've got 10 seconds until this quad's up. Looks like Play might be in the better position for it at the moment. We're following Senti just looking through the wall. That is the team icons there. Going to block off this front entrance, but Dibby might get in here. In fact, it looks like... Oh, Shug does just grab it before he's eliminated.
Yeah, just slightly late on their final push in there, dfkrw, and even though Shug goes down, The important thing is he picked up a kill or two and prevented them from taking it. They certainly had the resources to get in and take that, but just slightly too late.
It was like a textbook example of how to attack that area from multiple sides at the same time. Didn't have a lot of damage, had the right weaponry, but a couple of seconds too late. Red armor picked by Mobius, and they've moved in up the staircase, in fact, which is usually such a dangerous route, but they've taken over this shaft room. Gotta be careful in the back, sound like there's a railer behind them. Look at this, really nice
Really
play-by-play. Play-by-play, yeah.
But all of a sudden they're in the lead. I mean, this is such a close game right now. Everything, every red armor, every railgun, every quad is going to be so important.
So close. Mobius just running out of rockets. He's kind of just been whittled down to only 20 health. There is the 50. He missed out on the red, which he went for. Oh, just missed out on that rail as well. Got to be careful. It doesn't get railed going around that corner there. Red will be up in a couple of seconds' time. Looks like dfkrw know the time of it as well. Are they going to grab it? They are.
Just about.
Oh my god, Puri just spamming out those grenades, gets a kill, and it's just so many frags and so much action going on here. Let's cycle around, have a look at somebody who's maybe got a bit of a stack on them. Well, Shug, maybe.
Pretty much.
Shug's going to get this yellow though, so 25 seconds before the quad. He should be the guy that they're trying to aim to get that power up.
Oh, they've just taken the final red as well.
The hands of Mobius, was it?
I believe so.
So this is the penultimate quad. Switch around to Mobius with that 100 army. He has got a shaft and a plasma. I'm surprised he doesn't have plasma out. Just going for the machine gun or whatever, but... Oh my god! Ripped to shreds going around that corner. Dibby comes out on top, but look at Puri saving the day with the rails.
Now
Puri's hitting
his rails.
6 impressives there, and I think 6 excellence on top of that. Onto Yoko's pop. He's in a nice 59% rail. Play just ahead. We've only got 3 minutes left. Remember, this is the final map, so whoever loses is eliminated from the tournament.
Yep, neither team will be happy to go out at this stage. I mean, these are two strong teams and well capable of reaching the finals potentially.
Dibby right on top of that red. I think he grabbed it but took the damage at the same time. Get a frag, but oh, messes up that rocket jump. That's going to cost him as well. He's only got 1 rocket to work with. Looking for that mega position. Better warn Chrissy, you've only got 1 rocket there, Dibby.
And of course, you know, dfkrw have to be careful in their pursuit of frags. They just don't do it too rashly. I mean, there's still time to bring this back. They don't need to just give away frags suicidally.
Do look like they're taking it pretty cautiously. There's a minute until this final quad, so...
Just got to keep that red under control, get those rail guns, and that'll be the difference. Having the armour and the weaponry to go up against play when they push for that quad.
I was going to say, it was a little bit worrying just how play seemed to be sitting back a bit too much there, but they do seem to have moved out now.
Yeah, they've just taken that red armour. There will be one more that's
wow, look at that from Puri. Bloody hell. Those shotguns flicking round. 25 seconds before the quad. Look, he moves into the shaft yellow room. No one's even in here. Oh my god. Did want the mega, but the shaft was up. Lucky no one came in and stole that one right in front of him and shafted him down. Play still just ahead as well. This is a good opportunity for them, but they need to attack this. Look at that spam. That's really good spam. Dibby going to be fragged by Puri, but...
Still time for Puri to get in here, and it sounds like they're so weak at the quad.
Here we go. Yoko going down. Quad's picked. Here's Puri. This can secure them victory. Look at that rocket. Almost knocking him out there. In fact, oh my god, how has he survived this? Still almost hitting the air rocket there on Chrissa, but he goes down.
So unlucky, Puri, to not get some kills of those rockets. I mean, they were pretty much perfectly placed, but just not quite enough damage.
It is 4 frags the margin. We've got just 50 seconds left now for dfkrw to bring this back. 3 frags. No, 4 again. No, 3. It's so close. Could go either way still. Chrissa waiting around for this red armor. Is he? He is.
Yeah, he
there
does
you
have
go.
time on it.
He's going to grab
for
it.
a second he was going to leave then.
Now he needs to do something with it. But look at that rocket. Stops him dead in his tracks, and player just extended their lead.
Yeah, they're all
6
defending
frags
that
the margin.
There's just no real way to get in there.
Oh dear, I think... What did Dibby frag his teammate there? Look at Puri's rocket taking out Dibby, and it's 9 frags the margin now. 20 seconds to go, surely. This secures it out for play. 10 frags now. Mega picked by Puri. I think dfkrw just moved in a little bit too early individually there on the room.
Yeah, but the work had already been done, hadn't it? The difference was
Yeah.
just maybe slightly too much.
Really good power-up play on that final power-up. That was the key there.
Blue wins.
Brilliant play right at the
But
end.
look at that though, is that bugged? 5 quads, but only 30 seconds. They didn't really do too much with their quads play, but it was just a matter of not letting dfkrw have them.
Oh yeah, they got their full name there. dfkrw. dfkrw? dfkrw.
The fuck. Okay, so we've been calling them dfkrw even though it's the fuck crew.
Well, dfkrw, I like that better, so we're going to
Yeah,
call
it's,
them that.
it's more PG friendly.